West Coast Authentic. Harvey and Spall right beside Andre's Car Audio. We're having a great time here. We're slowly wrapping things up. I've got the main men beside me right here. They've been having a great time. Yes, Forrest Griffin and Stephan Bonnar. Did I just say that? I didn't say that, Bonnar. Stephan Bonnar. Don't put me in a headlock. Don't put me in a headlock, Mr. Bonnar. I tell you.
That was intentional.
That was intentional. You should have seen them earlier. They were having lots of fun. They had me in a headlock. They've been signing autographs. We just love you guys.
That wasn't actually a headlock. I was just putting my arms in your face.
It felt like a headlock.
You didn't even mind. That's the scary thing.
So who won that fight anyways, that big fight?
Really?
Who won it? Did you win it or he win it?
Man, you didn't do your homework.
I knew who won it. I was trying to be nice to you. Forget
Google
it.
search.
How you doing? It's Stuntman Steve here at West Coast Authentic, Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada.
Still debatable.
Still debatable. We're gonna have a fight here right now. You guys know him. You guys love him. You want to say hello to everybody up there, Mr. Griffin?
Hey, how you guys doing?
There's Forrest Griffin right beside me, of course. Stephan Bonnar.
Hello.
There you go. Sorry for having some fun. Earlier we were on the radio.
You called me Boner.
Hey, let's have the family show here.
Here's what I wanted to do.
Okay, watch this. Look at this one.
Short O.
See,
right?
look at this.
Remember this?
Look at
in the
this.
Middle? That means
Nice.
No.
What does that come from? What
Short O.
nationality?
It's an Irish name, damn it.
Holy cow! Give him a drink.
I'm Irish.
Now, what's your background? Irish, Scottish? What are you? Newfie? What are you?
I'm American. American from America.
From America.
Come on, he's
Star
half,
Stripes.
He's half ginger. What do you think?
Yeah. Only you would know. You were in shorts half the time. But anyways, listen. You guys had a great all-time fighting season. A lot of people say that you kicked off UFC. How do you feel about that being the grandfathers of this dynasty that is UFC right now?
Wow, grandfathers.
Hoist would be the grandfather.
Godfather would be cooler.
Well, you guys are now dads,
Hoist
right?
would be the granddad.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You guys are married.
Or maybe Hoist is the great granddaddy. Then we could be
Oh
granddaddy.
my God. You get
We're like, you know what? We're like the goofy uncles of fighting.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
show
crazy. You're crazy.
They like
uncle.
show up on holidays and get drunk.
Can you imagine these two guys at a dinner party? I couldn't handle
I
it.
just summed this up right there.
I couldn't. Mr. Griffin, now
Misfits.
I understand. You know that fight was intense, and there was people coming in for autograph session here at West Coast Authentic here in Kelowna.
Also
And
intense.
very intense. There's some people who travel like 14, 15 hours. I'm not talking about a plane. I'm talking they're driving it.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. You know, how do you feel when you see families and you see grown men get get really emotional, man, when they see you and they say, that fight, man, made me cry.
You're the first one though so far, so you're doing all right.
I did my research, but how does it feel? Like you guys are like legendary and dynasty of UFC writing. Like that's amazing. Come on.
Do you even watch UFC? I'm not sold on it.
I
I didn't know who the hell we were.
Listen,
Before that Google search 10 minutes ago.
Randy came here. Randy and I had a great time. You guys are beating me up. You already had me in a headlock earlier today with your armpits all sweating and everything else. Now Las Vegas is
Wait till you drink with us.
Oh my Lord!
like
That's
five
happening later on
I
tonight.
apologize in
In advance. I can see there's trouble over here. So now you guys are married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're married to each other.
You can't get a straight.
We're in the mood
have
for
some
babies. For
babies.
that one. It's a big deal.
Now listen, you had a little boy. You named Griffin. Is that my understanding?
That's right.
See,
So he really did the search. he followed.
I did one little Google search.
everything.
Well, Jason here, he just gave me because here's the facts and figures, and I just studied them like crazy.
Give
No,
him a
I
shit.
actually saw your fight, and I actually have been starting to follow it. I've been getting into it the last year and a half. I'll be honest with you. And my neighbors watch the fights, and it's amazing.
Don't be honest with me.
Okay.
Like
I
a
know-
healthy relationship, very little honesty. I've been married for a long time. Very happy marriage, very little honesty.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's science.
So listen, I'm trying to get a straight answer, but it's really tough with you fighters here. But
That's
one
funny,
thing.
you're trying to get a straight answer, but he's been rubbing his leg
Look at
off.
Oh my God!
He just won't
You know,
stop rubbing
Put your
his-
crotch away.
Listen,
Good
Jose
job.
Canseco's here. What was it, Jason? A couple
At
of weeks
least
ago.
it's pointing
And you know what he
your
called
way.
me? You know what
You
he
rubbed
called
your
me?
leg on him too.
No, you know what he called me? He
Whatever.
says, "Are you gay?" That's what he said to me straight up, and he laughed his head off, and he couldn't stop hugging and kissing me. So who's gay? Or what are they gay?
I don't have a problem with your lifestyle.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
fully support it right here.
explain
No
the car.
homophobia
No,
whatsoever.
seriously, we were told about you in the car, and we said, "Hey, man, it's cool," you know.
Did you guys study me? This seems like I've lost control of the interview. But I gotta say
We
something.
didn't study you. We met you, and After 30 seconds, we realized, you know,
what we're dealing with.
How would I do in a ring? Honestly, like I would have to use some major conditioning.
I think you could really just talk your way out of it. This is a really bad idea.
So what do you?
There's an easier way to solve this.
I'm gonna try my best.
You could just go first.
What do you think now of some of these young fighters that are coming up now?
I hate them. I hate all of them.
I know. Yeah.
They're so young and so good
Yeah.
and so talented and
Yeah.
athletic. I hate
Goodness.
But
and so uninjured.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
but that was you guys what 10, 12 years
Bullshit.
ago.
Aging
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
But what do you think? The money's now really big. Like this is now
Well,
big time money. Like you guys
money
made
goes
some
where
money.
Talent goes where the money is. And now there's a lot of money in fighting, so there's a lot of talent in fighting.
Mr. Griffin, what are you doing now as you're touring around doing your comedy act, autograph signing session here?
Yeah.
So what else are you doing? You're in Las Vegas. You got your wife and everything going well for you. So what else? What is Mr. Griffin up to? What is Forrest, which is an amazing name?
I'm
Gump.
gonna open a chain of fast food restaurants that sell only shrimp. I think it's gonna go well.
Popcorn shrimp?
Oh,
Any kind of shrimp.
don't tell me you're gonna call it
Fried
Bubba's.
shrimp.
You're gonna call it Bubba's, right?
I was gonna call it Gumps, but I mean you can. I mean,
I like going to the
You can have some input
Long
on
John
this.
Silver's drive-through, getting some popcorn shrimp. Then I go to Taco Bell and get a beef chalupa, and there's my service.
And then you go by the drugstore and pick up your blood pressure medication.
Why am I even here?
My
These guys are just,
Lipitor? Yeah.
this is. I'm gonna wrap things up really shortly
You're the
here.
straight man.
I'm trying to be straight.
I
I'm supposed to be the funny.
straight
What?
man.
I'm just doing it for you guys. A bunch of homophobics. I'm just sitting comfortable. I'm trying to get relaxed
Spent on
with you.
Forrest this whole interview.
We're trying to say, hey, now he's on you. No, we're trying to say, hey, man, it's cool. We're accepting of it, and you're still all.
I'm not that I'm against. I'm fine. I got two lovely girls. I got a lovely wife. I'm fine with it. Not that there's nothing
How
wrong
do
with
they
it. I
feel
think it's all
about
that.
it, though?
Well, I have to keep on paying them every year to stay with me. Stefan. Okay, real.
Still Stephan. Still Stephan.
Still Stefan. That's always going to be.
Stephan Bonnar. You did your homework.
One time.
You know what he did the Google search? It was just reading, so he didn't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he's
Miss-
Canadian too, so they pronounce things differently, I assume.
A little bit. I actually, I'm a little bit of Newfie, and I'll get into another accent. But I got to ask you straight up. Okay, so what are you doing now? Mr. Griffin is obviously going to be opening up a popcorn shrimp, Bubba's.
I'm retired and loving it. You know, why didn't I do this earlier?
Are you training anybody? Are you in the gym?
No,
Are you
no.
No?
Training people?
Fighters
It
are
sucks.
so cheap.
I go to the gym, yeah.
Fighters
That's no
are cheap.
business to
It's
get
a
into.
horrible-
Come on.
horrible
But-
idea.
Terrible business.
So what would you say to people who say that was one of the bloodiest, best matches they ever seen in their entire life? What do you say? What do you say? Go ahead.
I say they should watch more fighting.
Did we
I
use?
say they should get current. That was 10 years ago. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I know. But would you say you got beaten up more, or you got beaten up more?
I'll just say I don't think
I
I've
know
ever
what sort
been-
of war. I'm just asking.
I don't think I've ever been so tired in a fight. honestly.
Really, eh?
Oh my god.
Jason, how many rounds did it go again? It went something up to.
17. I thought it
Yeah.
was 17. It was like the old Madison Square Garden.
You're killing me here. You're killing me.
If it were a draw, they were gonna have an overtime round.
Like
and it was just
98
like, please go
rounds.
How about you? Were you conked out after the end, or are you still making
John
wise ass?
Sullivan wins. What? I'm sorry.
Were you conked out after the match? Were you like, oh, man, like this?
He
Or
was,
were
he was
you
starting
like,
to get his second win.
Yeah, I was actually.
Second round, he was
pretty-
gassed.
Yeah, the second round I was.
who was
done.
your trainer's name?
Adam Singer.
There you go. See, and yours?
Carlson Gracie.
There you are. Any other questions from the gallery before we wrap things
What's
up
the
here?
craziest thing you've ever signed?
Excellent. What is the craziest thing you ever signed?
Titty.
A man's boob, though. That's what he's not.
Hey, you know
telling
what?
me.
I'll do it right
It
now.
was a
There,
boob.
you sign my man right now. I dare you.
All right,
You won't do it. He won't do it.
If you haven't already turned away, now's the time. Outlandish. Asinine.
What was
Other words that mean ridiculous.
before we wrap it up? What was the craziest thing that you ever signed?
I don't know, man. I
Really?
don't know. Yeah.
That's it. And all you're trying.
I've never signed a baby.
What is the best place that you could say honestly you've ever? What venue? What venue was the best place you fought?
I like fighting in Vegas. Any place in Vegas. Just,
Really?
Yeah. Well, you know, in Athens there used to be this vacant alley we used to go like fight in.
Get
It was
out of
like
here!
dirt and grass. We used to like mix it up in there. It was always fun. You know, have a few drinks, go box it out, work out the aggression.
That's where it all started.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that how old you are?
I'm pretty old, yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to wrap things up. Anything else before we wrap it up here at West Coast Authentic? Well, let's have a nice round of applause, of course, our great guys. Forrest Griffin! Stephan Bonnar.
That's actually a crap machine. You brought it from the radio station.
We are going to be heading out to Rusty's later on tonight. Thank you very much, guys. You guys were absolutely...
I hear there's comedy, but we're actually just going to interject our opinions the whole time.
I can't believe it.
I don't think that really happens.
Herb Dixon's going to be there tonight. I'm going to be emceeing. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to watch these guys fight. Not fight, meaning right now, but on the TV.
Heckle the comedians.
Heckle the comedians. Herb, look out, here we come. Thanks to Jason, all the crew here at West Coast Authentic. Let's have a nice little round of applause for these two great guys. That wraps it up here on Stephan and Steve. Tune in again. You never know what West Coast Authentic is going to bring you as far as celebrities, especially these two guys. That's a wrap. Thanks very much.